What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right. You made it to another episode of Real Talk Real Estate. It's a good one, folks. Let me tell you. Got my man, Brian Paolillo. Give it up for Brian.
What's up?
Oh, yeah. You know it. You know him. You love him. All right. And then not Brian Paolillo. I'm Chris Krecklow. Oh, wait. Actually, just kidding. Shannon Krecklow.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
And now that I got the button straight, Chris Krecklow. Yes. All right. That applause was actually for me getting the buttons correct. So
Well, nice job. Good
Hey.
job getting that taken care of.
That was nice.
I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Just-
you.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
So
How's-
what's
how's
It's easy
it
to
going
cast
on?
stones.
How's the week going? What's going on in everybody's day today?
Oh,
a whole lot?
Are
been
we
it's been a
talking
week,
real?
yeah.
Are we talking real about real estate today or what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Super real.
We're really gonna get into it tonight.
We almost got a
Yeah.
little too real, to be honest with you.
yeah. We can't even tell you how HR had to edit.
I don't know how that happened.
We won't tell you who the culprit is.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Oh.
But she's wearing blue.
That's right.
What?
Oh,
Yes, we
Yeah.
got a fun email today
we did. Oh, sorry,
from-
look at
Oh yeah.
from House Hunters. They want to use
Oh yeah.
one of our listings
Yeah.
for a spot on their show coming up. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. That is sweet.
Yeah.
It's a great house.
It's a great house. Yes, they're looking.
Yeah.
The buyer's looking for a duplex in a certain price point, and they're going to look at one of our listings, and they're asking us too if we have any other ones. Did you notice that in the email, Brian? They want to see.
I did.
See what else that we've got. I'm like, wow, you guys are
Well,
really on it.
We just so happens. Tell them about this bad boy, Brian.
Oh
Check this
yeah.
guy out.
Yes.
Just closed.
Yes.
It was
Such a-
listed
such a
at
beaut.
$1,040,000 and closed at 1.1 million. So
Wow.
they got an extra 60,000 in the bank.
Look at those happy
So-
sellers.
Yes, I
Happy
think
with
Yeah.
they're pretty
Little
happy.
little bit of
bubbly
dom
there.
for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Very
like
It's
that
a real
closing
party now.
gift. That's
Yes.
what's up.
Yeah,
man,
it's a nice
for
party.
sure.
I hope
Yeah.
they cracked it. I hope it was a good one.
I think they're gonna crack it when they close on their buy.
Oh,
So that's the
so they're waiting.
Coming up.
Well,
Yeah,
congratulations
coming up.
on that listing. Really nice job. I know the sellers were happy.
oh yeah,
and
it's a
they
beautiful
were-
house.
Yes, they did a fantastic job in getting it ready, and then you sold that bad boy. Look at you.
Yeah,
Boom.
it's all good. Beautiful views. I mean, that house sold itself. Let's be honest. Any house that has views of hundreds of miles of mountain views, backs to open space, 4,000 plus square feet, huge deck. I mean, come on, that thing sold itself.
Yeah, not a bad house.
Not a bad house.
No.
house.
Great
No,
people,
it's
great
beautiful.
house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of great people, we have to give a shout out to our
Yes.
good friend and HR partner who totally
Oh, yeah.
been on board with this HR. We didn't even need to bring it to her. No, let me just
Yeah.
tell you, on this
We'd
one.
have to bring in the heavy hand. She's
I
the heavy
know,
hand.
she's the heavy hand. But my girl here, she sent us some fire sauce.
She did. It was,
Shannon
That
asked
was
for
nice.
it.
It was
She
so
said it was
sweet.
hard to find.
It is hard to find.
Well,
Anna found
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
now,
Chris, are there other things that are hard to find just like the fire sauce?
well, yeah, like Diet Dew.
That
It's really
definitely,
it's
that's
been
a tough
tough for
one to
Brian to
find.
keep a case in his truck.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know,
on a
yeah,
shipping
at all
container
times.
somewhere off
Yep.
of California right now is
and
what I heard.
Also,
Yeah.
very hard to find, John Mayer strats.
Those are tough to
anybody's-
find.
If anybody's interested, need some John
You
Mayer
find one.
strats.
Yeah, if you
That's
find
right.
one,
Yeah.
Yeah,
send us a
Yeah.
link or the guitar.
Yeah.
One or the other.
yeah. True
It
story.
could go either way.
I used to have one, believe it or not.
You
and-
did have one. What happened to that guitar?
Yeah, exactly.
Broke our
Poor choice.
broke our hearts over here,
Poor choice.
or the correct lows. Oh,
Oh.
oh, and then Brian, you
And
went
then
you went snowboarding on Sunday, or did you?
He did go snowboarding on Sunday.
Did we lose him?
We did lose him.
Oh,
So,
is he gonna come back in?
I don't know. We could just play some tunes and, see if he comes back in.
Oh,
No.
he's
Oh,
back.
there he is.
Oh, he's
That's-
back.
Oh,
Look at
there
that.
he is.
Woo!
No, we were just
That-
That was the
that's-
smoothest transition.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
that was a great. That's a great photo. That's where
Yeah,
we were.
go back to
That's how
it.
we spent Easter.
Go
A little bit of
back to it.
snowboarding,
Little snowboarding.
a little
No, sh-
family, friends.
Where were you at? Were you at Keystone?
That was Keystone's closing day. We had
Oh,
wow.
4 inches of powder that we had before we got there, and then another 2 or 3 while we were on the mountain. It was awesome.
Oh wow.
So,
Well, I bet that was
On
fun.
closing day. So
Killer.
yeah, closing
Well,
day was awesome.
I don't snowboard and I don't what's it called?
Skateboard?
I
Yeah.
do, however, I do like a little charcuterie board. That's my everybody's commented on that. They've seen my pictures and my charcuterie. Yes. Boom boom boom.
Yeah. I'll send you. I think I've sent you my pictures of my charcuterie board.
Yeah, it's really just a grown up lunchable. I mean, that's really
Yeah,
all
it really is. It's like a can
Uh,
of olives and a
yeah,
couple.
give me some
Triscuits.
sweet mustard.
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know. A charcuterie is much more complex than a grown-up lunchable,
Oh,
in my
well,
opinion.
We'll see.
In my
Let's
opinion.
talk
Yeah.
about real estate, guys.
Real
Yeah,
estate.
let's talk about that.
Ooh,
Let's get,
Yeah, what do we
let's
got?
get
on
into
Real
it.
Talk Real Estate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. That is the
Yes.
show that we have created.
Yes. So
yeah.
tonight's
There's a
topic,
lot happening this
lots
last couple
happening out
weeks.
there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Huh?
What's the biggest question you're getting out there, Brian? It's probably similar to what we're hearing.
yeah. So what we're hearing a lot of questions in regards to, hey, interest rates have gone up. Are prices going to come down? Am I going to be able to afford a house? That's hitting across the board. I mean, those two questions are going hand in hand, and we're hearing that. I think on just about every time that we talk to a new client right now, or a new listing, as far as is that going to affect the ability to sell the house? There's I don't know. Is that the question you guys are hearing a lot?
Definitely hearing that.
Yeah.
A lot of that. What's going to happen to the market? The truth
Yeah.
is we're coming from historic lows already. So, interest rates are climbing, and they are
Yeah.
doing it at an incredible rate.
Right.
But that's kind of where people are at there. And I wouldn't say that it has removed a whole lot of the competition that we're seeing out there, though. We still have the same level of competition. We may have a little bit more inventory as a result because people could be
Well, and we saw a little bit of a dip this last weekend too because of Easter. So
seasonal.
Yeah.
the properties that I
Yeah.
thought would have
Mhm.
had that we went out and took a look at and our buyers were looking at that I thought would have had multiple offers didn't have anything until
Yeah.
where it should have had 3 or I would have anticipated 3 by Sunday. They still didn't have anything by Tuesday, Wednesday. So I was like, "Whoa, what's
Right.
going on out there?"
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
we are seeing
and-
kind
Yeah.
of some trends like that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for buyers, it is it's a little bit more out of your pocket, right? It's you're paying a little bit more in interest. That means with that going up, your buying power comes down, right? That should help drive down prices in any normal circumstance. But inventory is still pretty low. We're still seeing a good number of houses hitting the market, but you're seeing some price reductions. You're seeing some of those other pieces, but let's be real on it. When you start seeing a surplus of houses on the market, I think it moved from 16 days on the market in the Denver metro area, maybe 15 days on the market, to 19 days. That's a good movement, but a balanced market is 6 months on the market.
Wow.
Right. So a listing, which we haven't seen in Denver, in well over a decade. So that probably is going to take some time to come up, and interest rates going up, the interest rates need to come up. They probably need to come up a year ago. What we saw with COVID happening and things like that, we had to make some decisions from 2 years ago, 3 years ago when COVID really started to hit. They're trying to keep the economy running after they shut down a lot of stuff. And we're talking about the Fed. But really the interest rates going up is going to affect buying power more than anything else. So those people that were trying to buy a $500,000 house, with interest rates going above 5, from the beginning of the year to today, like I think they're at 5 1/3 or something like that. you're seeing their buying power. They've lost about $40,000 in buying power. So
That's crazy.
Wow.
how does that translate? That means if I want to buy a $500,000 house still, I'm going to have to put more money up than I was putting up before. So, because I can only afford with a mortgage, typically with that new interest rate, I can only afford say 450, 460, somewhere in that neighborhood, and then I'm going to have to cover the rest with cash out of pocket. So,
Wow.
so put less money down, things like that. So I mean
You can
that's
buy the interest rate down too. You can. What did you
yeah,
say earlier this week?
1%,
1% is going to
one
cost
point.
you one. Yeah,
Yeah.
1 point of the purchase price.
Yeah.
So
So whatever you're going to finance, if you're going to finance 400,000, right, you would have to put, you'd have to pay down a point would cost you about $4,000.
yeah,
So that's something people are really going to have to take into account. We partner with amazing lenders. They're partners in this. They know what they're doing, and they keep track of that. They keep their finger on that pulse every day, and that's really their job. Our job is to keep track of what our clients can afford on our listings. Getting the best offer for our clients that's going to make it to the finish line, right? And we've seen a ton of houses go back on the market. You've seen a ton of houses take price reductions. So you've seen some of those things happening, but you're still not seeing the market drop the way that it's not going to happen instantaneous. This is going to be kind of a slow boat. So
yeah. I noticed that too on our side. A lot of the properties that we looked at over the weekend or in the last couple of weeks with our clients, I've seen a handful of them come back on. You
right,
know, so it's pretty
yeah,
interesting to watch that and at least keep your hands on it
yeah.
and pay
Well,
attention
and
to it for our people. So
without a doubt, I mean those prices are going up. Look at a lot of the programs that some of the cities are trying to run. They're trying to help with growth, infrastructure, things like that. So taxes are going up. And Shannon and I were talking about this the other day. There's a real challenge for people that are out there that basically um, staying afloat, right? And maybe barely affording the house that they're in. And we're gonna see at some point, if the market goes the other direction, that could take a year, it could take 2 years, it could take a longer time. But people that are in a house, they've lost their job or a spouse has lost their job, you know, the foreclosure, you're starting to see a trickling of foreclosures hitting, right? And right now, most people have equity in their homes, and if they wanted to get out of a foreclosure or a pre-foreclosure, or they want to get out of that, really, this is the time to take advantage of the market, and then get into something that's the right size, the right price, pay off debt if that was what you wanted to do. But it's a time that you got to kind of make some real chess moves in this market, and hopefully people will listen. There's a lot
yeah,
there's
and
a lot
I'm
to
sure
that.
that's really scary if you're in that boat. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
your gas prices are going up, your electric bill's going up, your food bill's going
yeah,
up. You're barely able to make your mortgage.
yeah,
I don't know that I don't know that people really talk about that, and that's kind of scary. So
yeah. The paycheck to paycheck, and then especially having where it's it's you're seeing those that price hit across the board, 8.5% inflation. That's a number that can't sustain, right? That's not a good number. And so that's what the Fed's doing, is trying to adjust those interest rates to try to help bring that short-term lending and long-term lending down. Trying to get some more return on their investment, especially on bonds, things like that. And the historical average of mortgages is 6%, right? That's a healthy number. We haven't seen 6%, honestly, in decades. So, but that used to be the number, right? It used to be higher than that. In the cost of houses was much lower, but the amount of money out of pocket was about the same. It was about 25 to 30% of what you would spend would be on your mortgage between interest rates and with the principal. You'd spend about 25 to 30%. We're still there. The interest rates have been super low, and prices have gone really high.
Right.
So
do you think people are still refinancing and getting cash out and doing doing things like that, or are they holding because of the interest rates right now?
I think you're gonna start seeing that. And you know, I were joking about this the other day. We're getting more and more calls from lenders. Hey, do you want to go have lunch? Do you want to go do this? Because that refinance market is
Dipping, yeah.
kind of dropped out a little bit. Yeah. So, but you know, amazingly, there's still you know, we can look on Realist, which is basically public records, and we can see people's interest rates. There are still people out there that have 6% interest rates,
That's
right?
crazy.
So
Yep.
even at that, they could lower their interest rate, you know, to 5%, 4.5%, right? And it's crazy that you had gone through the last 2 decades roughly of super low interest rates and do that
Yeah.
and just leave it there. So
For sure. It's crazy out there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and you know, that's something we got to always be aware of, right? Like, you know, people know, you know, this is the time that, like, some people are, you know, having a lot of prosperity, other people are not having a lot of prosperity. You know, there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on everywhere else. Like, you know, just be good people to other people, right? That's really the gist of everything. The golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated.
No doubt.
But you know, with everything that's going on, you know, we know that there's people that are struggling. Let's help them, right?
You got
So,
it, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
yeah, no, this has been an awesome show. Really nice topic. So, you know, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to the next one. Take
Yeah.
care, guys.
Adios.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep.